that story is just upsetting to me. I think you can backtrack and it becomes much simpler, right? Like the reason it doesn't work is because that story about the Google Ventures guy going to Walgreens and his finger wasn't pricked for blood. He had to draw a gallon of blood out of his arm for the thing to work, right?
It was much simpler.
Or when his first story was the tests were not done on.
It just doesn't work.
Edison.
Yeah. Period. Doesn't work. Everything else. There's your smoking gun.
Right.
It doesn't work.
Right.
Okay. That, to me, it's no more complicated than that. Everything else is artifice.
So I feel like Theranos is almost like talking to climate deniers or like climate change or something. Like you talk to some people about climate change, you're like, here are 300 scientists who've all gotten together, formed a group. Some of them are Republicans, some of them are left, some of them are libertarians, who knows. There's a consensus here. There's a consensus across the industry and across government agencies that this company is basically a fraud. It doesn't work. They can't prove their technology and they're operating in the health space. How is this company in business, Ellen? What are we talking about here? Why is this so hard? Why isn't it dead? Why isn't the company had the plug pulled? Is there some chance on just a game theory basis that she's going to come out someday and go, look, I have it. It works.
Maybe not that. I mean, I think they were, maybe the last scene of Nick's story is talking about they were going to put out a new product. And I remember for a while they were also talking about some sort of Zika test. I mean, I think people believe, I think what's hard is a lot of these big, small lies beget bigger lies. And I think if you're being, a generous interpretation of a story like Theranos is that there was a kernel of truth in the beginning, that maybe she really believed, and I want to give her this, maybe she really believed that there was a way to build this blood test. And then, she managed to convince some people to come on and try it. And then when it just starts a little bit not working, and then you have to lie a little to sort of keep the momentum going. And then it becomes this, there's no one starts out saying like, oh, I'm going to build this entire thing on something that doesn't exist. That's never how it starts. So I think if you are someone who has been believed it from the beginning, it's really hard to abandon that. And then, what's interesting is you say there's consensus, and I agree. I think most people who are casual observers would say like there's something deeply wrong at this company, or that's their conclusion based on what's been published. But I remember only a few months ago there was like Emily Chang and Brad Stone did a quick interview with Tim Draper, and
which is crazy. I did an interview with them too, and he stood up for them.
Yes, he continues to say people are picking on Theranos. You will all see soon
that you're wrong.
Everything's fine, and people are being mean to Elizabeth Holmes.
And I am so excited to have Eero. I was pressing Arrow the other day, but it's Eero, like an ear. Eero, which is the world's first home mesh Wi-Fi system. If you don't have it, it is unbelievable. Mesh basically means the routers, and you buy them in like 3-packs, work together to blanket your apartment or house with Wi-Fi. I use it, and I have to tell you, Mesh is just a game changer with a simple iOS or Android app. Eero just blankets your home. It's perfect. It works. I love the product. It's one of those game-changing products that once you use it, you're like, oh my God, I'm not having this debate with the members of my family as to like, why isn't the Wi-Fi working here? Why is the Wi-Fi? Why is Netflix slow? Why is this? Everything just starts to work amazingly. It's so reliable. And they've got a special offer for This Week in Startups listeners. You just go to eero.com. And at checkout, you should select overnight shipping and enter the promo code TWIST, and it will be free. Not the Eero units, the shipping. Overnight shipping for free for This Week in Startups listeners. I guarantee you're going to love this product. eero.com, eero.com. Eero is it's probably the best thing for you to buy this Christmas for somebody or for your home. Literally all this nonsense with your family's Wi-Fi not working in all these different places in your house and people fighting over who's on Netflix, turn this off, reboot the router. It just goes away. Everything just works. It's the router that should have been built. And it's the Wi-Fi system that should have been built a decade ago. But finally, here we are, year 15 of Wi-Fi. Eero has fixed it, and it works.